Should the New York Knicks be concerned about Mikal Bridges? Mikal Bridges has already been benched twice down the stretch for the New York Knicks. Once against the Utah Jazz, in which the Knicks lost, and most recently against the Charlotte Hornets, where he was benched for Deuce McBride, and the Knicks pulled out a victory. Knicks this past summer traded a boatload of first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, trading him to pair him with his Villanova guys, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and now Mikal Bridges is seemingly the last one in the starting five to gain a rhythm within this offense. Now, his offense isn't really concerning me. I know that will come. He's already been a great mid-range shooter this year. He's a great corner three-point shooter as well, but on offense, at times, he just looks lost. He doesn't know where his spots are. He doesn't know where certain Knicks are going to be in certain situations, pick and rolls he's struggling with. Now, look, Mikal Bridges is coming to a whole new situation. Totally different team than he was playing with the Brooklyn Nets. Now he's coming to the New York Knicks, where you literally have a five-man squad who can put the ball in the basket. And at times, he just looks out of it, looks lost. I brought up his body language a couple of weeks ago, which I didn't really like his body language. But like I said, the thing that's most concerning me is his defense. A few years ago, he was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. Great defender. Went over to Brooklyn, had his moments, but now with the New York Knicks, he just looks lost defensively. Teams are attacking him in the pick and rolls, and he's just getting spun around, not really knowing what to do. Now, look, this is a guy who has been to an NBA Finals, and he has produced for the Phoenix Suns. I don't think it's any more than just mental with him. I think him coming to New York, him coming to Madison Square Garden, I just personally think it's all mental with Mikal Bridges. And look, we've seen guys in New York take some time to adjust. We've seen a lot of professional athletes within all of the major sports take some time to adjust. Baseball, basketball, football. It takes time for some guys. Some guys adjust. And the scary thing is some guys don't adjust. But I think Mikal Bridges will adjust. And over time, we will get a better version of Mikal Bridges. Look, obviously, we didn't trade for Mikal Bridges for what he's going to do in November. Look, we traded for him for what he's going to provide in April and May, and obviously make a long playoff push. But it is a concern. The first 19 games of the season, he just hasn't looked like his normal self. I'm getting a lot of empty calories out there from him. I mean, defensively, offensively, it's just a lot of emptiness from Mikal Bridges. He's scoring at times, had that big game versus the Brooklyn Nets a couple of weeks ago, game-sealing block, which we thought, okay, Mikal's going to turn the corner here. And then he just, most recently in the Charlotte game, turnovers, lackadaisical, just looks completely out of it, out of sync, getting benched in the fourth quarter. That is a concern because, look, say what you want. You traded a lot of picks for this guy. Over time, he just needs to produce for this team. In order for them to get to where they want to go, they need Mikal Bridges. He's going to be a huge piece for us. And let's not also forget, Mikal Bridges was used a ton in Brooklyn. 28% usage rate 2 seasons ago, 23% usage rate last season with the Brooklyn Nets. And this season with the New York Knicks, he has a 17% usage rate. So he's not handling the ball for the New York Knicks. He's not bringing the ball up like he did in Brooklyn. He's not running the offense. They don't need him to run the offense. I kind of thought that he will thrive in this role, kind of being, the corner specialist that he is. When we need a shot, get it to Mikal because he can hit it. And he just hasn't done that. Look, still early, still super early. I personally believe in Mikal Bridges. But look, it is a concern like from what we're seeing from him. It just hasn't really been a consistent growth. Normally, look, 20 games in, 20% of the regular season, you want to see guys improve. And for Mikal, it just seems like he's taking steps back here, which is a concern. But look, it's still super early. We're just now getting into December. Another thing with Mikal is that sometimes when he shoots poorly, that carries over to his defense and it gets in his mind. He's playing mind games with himself and you can see him just not engaged on the court. And look, that's not where you want one of your best players to be. What I love is that the New York Knicks are trying to pick him up. Josh Hart has his back.
He's in a new situation where he's in a place where he's been, 18 games in a different role that he's played, the last 4 years. It's our job to get him going. And all the other BS about what we gave up, this, that, and the other, it means nothing. If we win and we make a championship, ain't nobody give a damn about how many picks we give up. We can give up 15 picks. It don't matter. At the end of the day, we're trying to win a championship. He's going to be a key piece of that, and we need to continue to build him up.
The guys are trying to pick him up as they should. And look, us as fans have to try to pick him up as well. New situation. Like I said earlier, sometimes it takes guys longer than expected. Like Josh Hart said, whether it's 5 or 15 first-round picks, as long as we win a championship with this core, who cares? But as long as Mikal Bridges is going to continue playing poorly, that is going to be a subject that just keeps getting brought up and brought up and brought up. Another thing about Mikal Bridges is that he currently leads the NBA in minutes per game. Maybe Tom Thibodeau can scale that back a little bit, maybe change up his substitution patterns, maybe just change something up to try to get him going offensively. He seems to play better with a second unit campaign in there, playing a lot of minutes, but he's not really producing for this Knicks team. And I guess that's where the inconsistency from this team as a unit lies. Look, it just hasn't been Mikal Bridges. Defensively, it's been a whole unit. OG Anunoby can't do it himself. Guys, when it's all said and done, I do think Mikal Bridges will turn this around. I want him to turn this around, and the Knicks need him to turn this around. He's going to be a very vital piece for us down the stretch, especially in the playoffs. We want to see consistency, yes, but it's what he does come March, April, May, and hopefully the NBA Finals. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Do you think Mikal Bridges can turn this around? What do you want to see more from Mikal Bridges, defensively, offensively? Flood the comments down low. I'll respond to as many of you as I can. Mikal, I believe in you. I believe in you. As always, I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up button. I'll catch you guys next time.